Hey mate, and welcome back to Desynced with me, Judy. In our last episode, we did a few things. We put down a couple of buildings so we can start automating a whole bunch of components. I enjoy a good RTS game just as much as the next person, but I don't want to hang around and do micro. So I want to make sure that we automate as many things as we can. So when I go build new bots or build new buildings, things just magically appear because, well, this is Desynced. It is a mix of automation and also RTS, and I want to make sure that I really capitalize on that automation aspect. We also went out and went for a bit of an explore and found a few friends. We're lucky enough that we brought some lasers with us and exterminated a few friends, but today's episode I want to do a bit more exploring. I also want to add a little bit more automation to what we have currently, so I ask you a couple of questions. One, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like early in the video. Not happy with the video, didn't enjoy the video, by all means you can have your like back. The other thing I want to ask you is, in the comment section below, please tell me what you'd like to see more tutorials and automation of, because, well, I honestly don't know what order these videos are coming out in, because as tutorial videos come up and they get recorded, literally they're being released straight away. So I know in my last video I said I was going to be streaming on Twitch that night. The catch is it went out a day late. So yes, I wasn't actually streaming that night, but I am streaming Desynced on the weekend. So we've been doing a multiplayer with a couple of us currently. We're probably going to add some more players as the game is now fully released. So if you're interested in coming and seeing a little bit later in the game, by all means, swing across to Twitch. Link is on your screen right now. Come say hello, and a good place to ask me about automation and building, well, the behaviors, the programming. We'll see how far we get. Anyway, with the very, very long introduction out of the way, let's get into today's episode. So in our last episode, well, we expanded a little bit, and I'm going to keep expanding the floor, the foundation between episodes, because it gives us that 20% movement boost. Also, we've built a whole bunch of buildings, and I've also turned or powered these ones down. The reason I powered these ones down is, well, there is objectives, and one of them is produce 40 reinforced plate, and then our lovely AI friend is going to pop up and tell us something. Perfectly. No idea whether that would work or not, because I'd already technically produced 40 of 40, but turns out it did. All right, we've achieved some integration of the planet's natural resources into our technology, allow us to make the necessary repairs to our mothership. Further research in the robotics production is required to continue expanding on what the robotic assembler can produce. Building new types of robots help us drive us towards this goal. Silicon naturally occurs in the plateau regions of the world in large amounts, like up here. Is primary ingredient for producing silicon. Extreme caution. Yes, I agree. Must be observed when on the plateau, however, as mass life signs have been observed, and appears they use the silica to construct their hives. Highly recommended to bring a portable turret with you for defense. We're going to want a few of those. But before I get into that, there's a couple of things I want to do. First thing is I want to jump to research. We want to get some research done in today's episode. I want to get basic signals. Basic signals are going to give us three things. One is going to be a signal reader. It can be helpful. Not really. It's going to give us a portable radar. Super helpful. Very, very helpful. Definitely want to have one of those up and running. Also a signpost. Signposts are... yeah. We'll come back to a signpost. Actually, we might make one. The next thing I want to unlock is behaviors. Now, behaviors is going to unlock the behavior controller. That is, well, the programming. The programming that, well, we might get in today's episode, but probably going to end up being the next episode. Yes. Also, shared storage. Shared storage lets you put this into any building, and then excess production will go into that building. The problem is, as every building is set to build infinite amounts, it means, well, all these green circuit boards would end up going to whatever building had the shared storage. Not really a tech that I'm ever going to use. Also, it gives us access to the beacon kit, which is something we can craft, and then we can place the beacons out on the world map, and then they have a visibility range, so we can make sure we can see out the world map. Also, they're marked on the world map for later. So I want to get both those researchers up and running. Also want to get a robotics assembler into our main building, so we can build some more stuff. But it's a medium slot, and I only have 2 medium slots in this building, so I sort of want to get rid of one of these two. It's going to be the uplink. I don't really need the uplink in the main building, so we're going to be building a 2x1 2M, yes. And I'm going to put you here, because no other good reason. Yep. I want to get that moved over there, and we're just going to put the uplink in that building. I don't really need to look at it. We now have basic signals. Basic signals deal with sending and receiving signals around your base. Allows you buildings and units to communicate information with them across any distance. Now, I haven't managed to get it to work any distance. Maybe it is any distance. I'm not entirely sure, but sure, any distance. Great. Yep, we'll take your word for it. Also means we now have access to the radar. Now, I want to automate, well, the radar and a few other buildings, and we have our little group of making everything. So, can I put you in there? And can I get a second one of those? Second one of those, please. And can I put the manufacturer in there? Cool. Once you're done, there we go. Our uplink's been moved across. Our requirements being the circuit boards, also the reinforced plates are going to end up in that building instead. And you can also go in there and you should automatically get deployed. And then we should be able to research twice as fast. All right. These guys, I want to set up, I want to use signals. I want to use signals to do some simple automation. I want to sort of streamline the process a little bit. So each one of these, I need to set the recipe on manually, which is fine for these guys because I only have one recipe. But when it comes to these guys, I've got to set the recipe twice because there's two little guys in here. I'd like to change that. I'd like to improve that. I did do a video on this previously covering some basic signals. And what we want to do is we want to say you are doing metal bar. I'd like you to do metal bar in this signal. Now this signal here is it's a read and a write signal. And like I said, I did a tutorial video on this. I'll link it up in the top right hand corner if you want to see more. I highly recommend you look at it because it's going to give you a sort of an introduction into signals, parameters, all those different things, and also some very, very simple automation you can do. But what I want to do is I want to set this to metal bars. Then I'm going to hit -10. The only reason I'm hitting -10 is it's closer to the OK button than -1. Yep. And then I'm going to link out of that into here. Well, actually, let's just delete everything. Delete everything. Delete everything. Delete everything. Cool. We're going to link out of here into here, out of here into here, and then out of here into here, and out of here into here. Which now means that if I set the recipe here to be metal bars and I hit -10, it sets both recipes at the same time, which simplifies my life, which means I'm going to C and V and copy that to all your friends. Yeah, I'm also going to copy this one, go to here, and I'm going to press V as well, which will give it the wrong recipe, but then it's as simple as that to change the recipe across. And then we're going to copy and paste that to all your friends as well. Cool. These guys, exact same story. Slightly different story, but pretty much the same. This one, if we cancel this, and I drag up to here and up to here, it's going to make green circuits forever. If I drag down to here and down to here, I get a 39 rather than two 40s, because it doesn't have two 40s in it, it has 39 in it. Which is a much better answer to me. It technically only means one of these guys is outputting, but as they've got the same recipe, it really doesn't matter. And I want to copy and paste that to all your friends, because that way I get a nice clean number across the bottom middle. These guys, a little bit more awkward, because they have two recipes, and we're bringing in, thank you research, we're bringing in extra metal bars that we're converting on site into metal plates, which we're then converting on site into reinforced plates. I want to drag up from here to there. I'm going to set you to be reinforced plates, infinite, and can I get you to go away, please? And then I'm going to cancel that one. Cancel that one, and change you to this, negative, yep. And then I just want to output from there. I don't care about the iron plates, because technically they're not going to leave this building. They should get consumed in the building they're being made in. And then I'm going to copy those across there. Again, it just simplifies it, makes it look a little bit more clean. All right, so we finished the second research, being behavior controllers, shared storage, beacon kits, and the beacons. But I want to automate those things, which means I want to come here, I want to do the exact same thing. So we're going to say solar panels forever, drag up. We're going to say power poles forever, drag up. Batteries forever, drag up. Mining, there we go. Forever, drag up. Your capacitors, yep, and drag up. You might say, JD, why are you bothering doing this? These are all set, and the answer is for the ones that are not set, like this one. Once I've dragged that up there, and I copy and paste that building, I'm also going to put one over here, and I think I can put one there. I can put one there as well. After we've done those ones, it means setting up these new recipes is going to be dead easy. It's one single button. Same with this one. I want to set you to there, and I want to set you to be those forever. I also want you to make, that one. The assemblers forever, and you are going to make foundations sorry, foundations. Yes, forever. Okay, so we have one of these. Well, we have one of these buildings done. I'm going to set you to do. Okay, I'm going to want portable radars forever. I'm going to want them. I'm going to want to have access to them. I'm going to want to be able to build bots, then just pop out with them in there. But also behavior controllers, something else I'm going to want automated forever. So we're going to get that one built as well. You are going to do lasers? No? I think that's it for right now. Yeah, I think out of our next, new research, the behavior controllers definitely, and the portal radars. Signal radar, yeah, we should get the signal radars as well. We're not going to use them right now, but we're going to use them in the future. So we might as well just make sure that they're set. Infinite, go. All right. So with our brand new robotics assembler, we can do a couple of things. One, we can make a brand new robot, a dashbot, an awesome dashbot. Catch is, I need to have energized plates. So I'm going to start you crafting energized plates because I'm going to need them to make those new robots. I also need to put in some new buildings to make new manufacturers to make new energized plates. So we're going to go for a 22M, which will give us 2 medium slots. And as long as I don't see any yellow tiles, so these yellow tiles I can't build on. So as long as I don't see any of those in this area, we're going to go, let's just go 2 to start with. I'm probably going to want 4, but we'll start with 2. Okay, so that should get that up and running. At the same time, I want to, can I get signpost? Can I get just 1? We'll just get 1 signpost for the moment. Okay, can I grab a worker? Pause. Actually, no, you go back to work. You go back to work. All right, I need 2. We've got plenty of crystal. I'm short on iron. As we can see, all these guys are down here. There is no iron. In fact, you're sitting there with... Pause. Stop. Come here. You can't reach the metal anymore. So we're going to put the expensive miner, the good miner, on this guy. Then we're going to set up some automation. Okay. Currently, perfect example. These guys. If I move them, they stop doing iron mining and they just wander off with their laser. I don't really want them to wander off with their laser. I'd like to automate it. I'd like to make sure that they mine forever. So I want to set them onto the signal, the one we can read and write to iron ore forever. And then I'm going to drag out of there into there. Also, because this signal is being fed into the input for the miner, he goes to the nearest piece of metal ore and starts mining all the time. Also means when I move him around, he's going to, well, just automatically go to whichever piece of iron ore is closest to him and start mining. I love that idea. Also, I want him in the logistics network, but I don't want him in the logistics network. I don't want him to deliver items. I want him to be able to supply items, also request items in case I want to put something in him, but I don't need him to supply things. And then we're going to fix all his slots to just iron ore, so that way, hopefully, we can't screw it up. Now, I can set him a store. If I send him to a store, he'll, when he's full, drive somewhere and drop off the iron ore. We might set that in the future, but for right now we won't. We will call him a Maya. Yes, a IO Maya, because the N key on my keyboard died today. Yeah, I'm not happy about it. Today's challenge, today's algorithm engagement challenge is, can you do me a favor? Can you just leave me a recommendation for a keyboard down in the comment section below? I have a Razer keyboard, a Razer Death Adder something. It's 5 years old. 5 years old, the N key died today, and even after cleaning it out, I don't think it's going to come back. Pretty sure it's gone and dusted. So we're going to copy IO Miner, yep, from this one to this one, which you'll see instantly broke. And the reason it instantly broke is he has a laser mining tool, which has a 2 times efficiency. He has a miner, which I don't have access to. But it did copy across this, and it also did connect in the logistics the way I want. So now I can copy that to all your friends. Because I'm going to want more iron. I'm going to want more iron mining. And they're all IO miners. You can be an IO miner. You can be an IO miner. And yet you're in the way. You can also be an IO miner. Cool. All right, so that's all them set up. And like I said, they're just going to go to the closest resource and mine at all times. That's exactly what I want. These guys, we're doing crystal. I don't really want them doing crystal. We have plenty of crystal. In fact, we have a couple of dedicated platforms that have plenty of crystal. So I'm going to disconnect this guy from the network, get him to dump his stuff there. copy an IO miner, and paste it in there. Same story. I'm going to get you to dump your disconnect, dump your stuff, copy, paste. Cool. Disconnect, come here, dump your stuff, copy, and paste. And you as well. I'm going to probably have to replace these guys in a little bit, but for right now, you're being pushed around. Do not let him push you around. You're better than that. Worker, you're better than that. Okay, we're going to copy you to there as well. All right, so we have now swapped them all across to iron. They're going to do a whole lot of iron. That suits me 100% for right now. Can I get you to please request in 2 of these so we can set you up? And we're going to get you to request in 2 of those as well. And watch one bot drop it off in one and get in immediately. Yeah, request it to the other. Oh, bots, I hate you. Thanks, bots. Did a wonderful job. Okay. No, in there. And in there. Cool. And you can request another one of those. All right. Same story. We're going to link out of here, into here, out of here, into here. We're going to be setting you to do the energized plate forever, please. And I just want one of you linked to the output. Yeah, so I only have one picture in the middle rather than the one of you linked to the output rather than the 2 pictures. It just makes it a little bit easier, and I'd prefer to have an accurate count rather than 2 of the same count. All right, we're going to copy you to you as well. I'm going to cancel you because you're very expensive. You take reinforced iron plates, which we're using for a number of things, mainly research. Yeah, so we also need to get some silicon. Now, before I get some silicon, I want to take my 10 energized plates I've made so far and turn them into something. We've just got access to a dashbot. Now, the difference between a dashbot and a normal bot is my normal bot has 1 small slot, 2 internal slots, and a storage of 1. My dashbot has the exact same, except he has 2 storage slots. More importantly, he has a movement speed of 3. He does take 15 power, just like the normal worker bot does, but I can put these guys in the network, meaning everything gets moved around between buildings 50% faster, which sounds like a great idea to me. Also means that I'm going to replace all the workers. But before I do that, before I start crafting these guys, I want to make a blueprint. I want to make a blueprint with a brand new type of bot. We're going to say I want a dashbot. Now, dashbot, he has a small slot. Now, he's going to be a worker. He's going to move things around. He's not using this slot. So I can give him anything that I can put in that slot. I can put a fabricator in there. He can just smelt stuff as he goes. It wouldn't be a bad idea. But what's a great idea is putting a solar cell on his head, because that way he can wear a hat. And sometimes dashers need to wear a hat. Top hat. Yeah, need to wear a top hat. Okay, top hat, cap. It's more of a cap. Cap. Dasher with a cap. Dasher with a cap. A solar cap, that is. And I want to put him in the network. He's going to have everything turned on straight away. Actually, do I want him? No, I don't want him in the network. We'll put him in the network manually. So this is going to be our dasher cap. Now, if I have a dasher cap, obviously, I also want a different type of dasher. Can I? Well, actually, I guess that's fine. We're going to pull that off, and then we're going to put that on instead, and then we're going to have a dasher with a top hat. Because, can I get that to go away? Cool. How do I go and edit this one? Close. Paste from clipboard, copy from clipboard. That one. Dasher cap. Okay, paste from clipboard. You make 50 power. The dasher itself uses 15 power. So every single time I put one out with a cap, it's going to add 35 power to the grid. Our power is fine, okay? We're producing lots of power. I went a little bit overboard with the batteries and the solars, and that's perfectly fine because we're going to need the power no matter what. At the moment, we're running on, well, we produce 500 power because it's now nighttime, but the rest of it's coming from the 1 crystal power, which I need to replace. Can I pull that out? And we'll put that there instead. because I don't really need to burn crystals to make power anymore. We're sort of good with the batteries. You can have a solar cell instead. And where's power? And the rest is coming from small batteries or capacitors. By the way, I will, again, I'll link this up in the top right-hand corner. I did a video covering power, because power is going to be one of the things you're going to be probably struggling with when you first start playing the game. So I'm going to link that video up in the top right-hand corner as well. Recommend you give it a watch, because power is difficult to... it's a concern. It's a concern. All right. Okay, so with that done, I'm going to have you craft dashes with top hats. Can I get... Let's go with 8 of them. And I'm going to give them a rally point to right here. That way they're going to sit there right, ready for me, and then I can worry about them. Meanwhile, I'd like to get some simple automation up and running. So I'm going to grab a worker. We're going to have you request in a radar, because we're now got them automated. I'm also going to give you a visual target of this. So now I can see them on the map. Okay, very, very easy to see. And we're going to say pick up. Yeah, like a Roomba bot. Like a Roomba bot, because that's exactly what we're going to give him to do. Do I put a solar? He can have a hat too. He can have a hat too. Now, our little Roomba bot only has 1 storage slot, and that's fine. It's one of the reasons I chose him. Also, he could potentially be somewhat sacrificial, because we're going to tell him to please search the world for items dropped on the ground. We're going to be generous and say items dropped on the ground inside the power grid for now. And if I hold down shift and right mouse, we can see, oh, there's resources right there that you can possibly pick up. Now, I would like you, once you've got those resources, to put them in a store, which means I need to have a store. That is not a... Yeah, that's the dash of the top hat. Can I delete that? Because I actually want dashes with caps. 7. Okay. Which means I want to throw down a storage block. We're going to just throw a storage right there. And what we can do is we can have this little chap wander around the map picking up stuff. And it is easy as high priority. That way, hopefully that gets done. Meanwhile, can I pull you out of the network? Yeah, you go there. And we'll pull you out of the network. Cool. Yep, it's not at all going to get busy around here. All right, 1, 2, 3 into the network, and cool. We've now got that built at least. All right, I can set you store. We want you to store your stuff in there. So if you're bored or your inventory is full, you'll go back to that point and drop things off. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this to the go-to register. Now, when I drag that to there, he will then go to the item he's found on the ground, pick it up. Now, he'll go scan for something else, being this sand, which he could also pick up. Then he's going to scan for something else, being that sand, which he can go pick up. And we got an achievement, and then he can scan for this rock, iron, metal, whatever it is, and he can't pick that up, so he's going to drop off his stuff in the inventory. And he'll just keep doing that forever inside his radar range, which is this. And as he moves around, that's probably going to move around. It's probably going to encounter other things, and hopefully he will clear up everything off the floor. He's done already. Cool. Now he's done already, I'm going to risk the biscuit, and I'm going to right-click on that, which now means he's just looking for stuff on the floor. Outright. Which means there's a chance he might wander into trouble, but maybe he won't. Okay, can I get you a laser? Can I get... Actually, where are lasers stored? Come here. And you can also come here. Okay, you have a laser. You can have a laser. And you can have a laser. Cool. With 3 lasers, I'm going to... We've got no crystal. Okay. I'm going to create, copy an IO miner, put it on this guy, change you from doing this to doing this instead. Infinite. Change that. Fix slot to an item. That item instead. And I'm going to change you to a crystal Maya as well. Yeah. And then it's automated. He goes off and starts mining straight away. Okay. And then we're going to send you off to mine. And then we're going to copy you and paste you to your friend and your friend. And they automatically get renamed. That didn't get dumped. Can I put that in there? Copy, paste again. So it's dumped correctly. And there's obviously no crystal within If I press tab, we get the next overlay. So our first overlay is just the visual registers, i.e. these little icons here. If I press tab, we get more information. So I can see where pickup's going to. I can see the range of this bot. He doesn't have a radar. He's just got his sight range, which is 10 tiles, and he can't see crystals, so he doesn't go mining. But if I tell him to go over there and tell him to go over there, they'll go find some crystal and they'll start mining. Meanwhile, worker, come there. Also out of the network, come here. We can enable you and enable you. That's too many overlays on, please. Okay, we're going to throw that in there and that in there. And copy a crystal miner, paste, and you can go over there and you can go over there. All right, can I get another worker, please? And another worker, please. Have you come here, and you can also come here. Throw that in there, and throw... Thanks for moving last second. Cool. Copy, paste definitely to you, because you're already carrying crystal. And do I want iron? We'll do another one on crystal. I think we're good on crystal, but... can I enable you and enable you? Can I disable you? And you come here. Do we see anybody else running around? Up, there's another one running around without a hat. You're running around without a hat. You just volunteer to be upgraded. Pickup is still wandering around picking up, which is fine by me. And I think that's everybody upgraded. Can I throw a laser on you and a laser on you? Okay, copy, paste. All right, that'll set those two guys off as well. You're in the grid. You. Oh, these already have a return to position. Yeah, I can clear those. We don't need to have those saved. That'll default them to come back to here, which is all right if you want to have your bots move out of the way. All right, so with that up and running, we now have well, hopefully some better automations, more beefy automation. I'm going to put two of those guys here. I'm also going to put a little strip of miners, smelters here, because we're going to need more iron coming in to process into more reinforced iron to then process into more energized plate, because I want to get to the next research. The next research is probably that one, because I don't have access to the silicon yet. We need to go get silicon. So I have a plan. We have turn off and turn off. We have a couple of these guys. Can you just dump that in here? These are our scouts. These are the ones we started with. They're a little bit faster than normal, and I want to get them 2 friendly lasers. Cool. I also want to get you a radar. Portable radar. I want to get you a portable radar as well. And you just a laser. Can you get a laser? I don't have a laser in storage, do I? I assume not. Okay, so radar, we're going to go in there. I need to find silicon. That's what we need to do the next layer of smelting. So we're going to search for... I think I'm just going to search for silica outright. And you're going to scan everything in that range for silica, which will help, hopefully. You are going to have that, and you are going to have that, and you are going to also request in a laser. And we're going to go all of you in a control group. This radar, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to be setting for friends. Yes, because we know silica's up here. We know it's stored up here, and we also know that's where friends are. So we need to head out there and say hello. We also have made the power network. We've only got like 300 spare power. It's less happy, much less happy. Can I get a laser? Yeah, laser. Helpful. Laser. Okay. Which means I didn't do something about power network. Probably. We are out of iron ore. Okay. If we're out of iron ore, can we go to an IO miner? Can we open the library? Can we click on save current selection? That one, and we can have IO miners on demand. Can I duplicate, copy to clipboard, and then paste from clipboard? We're going to change you to a SAD miner. Cool, because I'm going to need a SAD miner as well. I want you to mine sand, which is going to go up to there, down to there, and you're going to look to sand. And I'm probably going to get a couple of those built after we work out where sand is, after we make sure sand is ours. Cool. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is I want to expand out our power network. We're going to need access to more iron and more things anyway. So whilst the base is fairly busy-ish, idle-ish, doing things, we might as well get them working on upgrading things. Utilize our advanced nanomachine technology to initiate self-repair protocols. That sounds very helpful. These nanomachines will work in unison, effectively repairing systems of structural integrity. At its current level, is not enough to repair the advanced mothership systems. However, it's a good first step. This technology will be useful to our units on the planet's surface in the meantime. Yes, so we now have access to a repair component, a repair kit, and a portable transporter. We're going to cover that in a future video. That's when we get into inserters. Yes, the game does have inserters. Doesn't have belts, but it has inserters. I can't do that research. I can do that research. Okay, we can do this research. This research will give us a turret, a medium component, a wind turbine, which is also a medium capacitor, which we're not worried about, and a portable shield generator. Very, very helpful. But I need a bot that's medium, has a medium socket, and that's this research here. Twin bot, which is like the other bots. It has a movement speed of 3 and blah, 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 except it has 2 small sockets. Very, very helpful for, storage, 4 slots, moving around stuff. Also helpful if you want to do a few other things. Also the cub, or club, because we're going to put some clubs on him, like the lasers, and we'll go out and say hi to the neighbors properly with a club. But like I said, I want to extend out the power network, so I want to create a new folder. We're going to call this, new folder, power. We have, cool, just give me a create new. We're going to go with a building 1 by 1 too small. We would have the small power field and a hat on it, and we would call you range or rage and solar. Cool, that's going to be our first one. I'm going to copy the clipboard and paste, and then this one we're going to not have that, and we're going to have a battery instead, and we'll call you rage and battery. Cool, and then I want one more building, a brand new building, because I want a 1 by 1 small s, this one, which will just have a single one of those on there, and we're going to call you rage. Cool, for range, because the N button on my keyboard is broken. So power, I want to have more solar panels, so we need to up our power. So we're going to throw down a couple of these around the edge of the power network. We can bring up the power overlay with the P button, and I just want to extend out the power network. I want to make sure that we have a bit more room to move and expand. Also means that we're going to be a little bit closer to these iron nodes, which is probably going to be very helpful in the future. Okay, with that done, we're going to take our little exploratory force, and we're going to go up and we're going to see how dangerous it is up here, because yeah, I need to remove problems. Yeah, we do have you're scanning silica, so we can see on the map there's already silica sand there. It's 500 there. Because I have a second one scanning, we can also see there's a bug hive right there, which is problematic. It's fine. We'll just wander a little bit further away. Keep shooting as you run. Yeah, because he doesn't really take much damage each time you go zappy. But he's alright. He's gone. Alright, can I... High priority construction site, please. Because I want to drag power with me. Alright, with hopefully everything around that gone, I want to pop over here and I want to get rid of that bug hive so nothing has a chance to respawn. Hopefully. Yeah. That's more friends. Nope. That's too many friends. And as you can see, they drop silica sand as we go. Yep, run away. More run away. Bugs killed. I like an achievement. I like an achievement for killing bugs. Good at that. Okay, and then we move a little bit closer. Can I get you to move out here? because you will clean up the floor behind us. You'll come pick up this stuff and potentially bring it home. Well, definitely bring it home. Okay, and over here, more bugs. They're the little ones. The little ones are fine. It's in my way. Okay, so we have our mini turrets. We also have wind turbines. We also have mini capacitors. And I now have portable shield generators. The problem is, a lot of these require silica, which means I need to have silica up and running. And scanning. There's a bug hole somewhere. Right there. Okay, can I step around the corner and get rid of the bug holes? Oh god, what a time to spawn. Bad bug. Die peacefully. Or quietly. Quietly, not peacefully. Peacefully will work, but quietly. Okay, and you've scanned again and found another bug hive. Okay, I will be right with you. Can I build? Build. That's my little pickup bot. Just range. So if I put one there, and then go 3, 3, 1 there, that should be inside the network as well. And hopefully we can get those built, because they should be cheap. Can we move forward? My power's not great. It's not great at all. You're a bit bigger. I don't mind the little ones. It's the bigger ones that I don't like. Okay, and then let's try and clear... I can't even see it. The bug hole there. Oh, okay, that's the bug hive. Yep. And there's another bug hole. Okay. We're so low on power. And also the bugs are dropping stuff. And that's also something I want to deal with. So that's a small bot glitch. We are going to manually target you. You drop a item. You drop a infected circuit board. Research can... There's more bugs. We're leaving. Okay, and detecting some sort of strange infection in the area, should be careful not to get too infected. Yes. So that unlocks another faction that we have to deal with, being the virus. The virus is bad. If your bots get infected, they're dead. If you bring the virus back to the base, your base is dead. At least that's how it was in earlier versions. Maybe it's improved. Maybe it's not. I'm not inclined to find out. Can I take that and put that in storage? Okay, so that should put that in storage. Crystal's going fine now. Iron seems to be our problem, which I sort of expected. Can I get you? You, come here for just 1 second. I need to cancel that. Because I want to give you a signpost. Yes, we can give you a signpost. Alright. Build rage. Can I throw a rage there? And you now have a signpost. Okay. Signpost. Set sign. Trash pick up. Cool. A signpost does exactly that. Puts a signpost on the bot. So we can see exactly what he is meant to do. It also means that that becomes his symbol. And it's a little bit helpful to try and work out what some of your specialized bots are. But what I do want to do, now we have, well, expanded the power network almost all the way. Can I get another rage? I want to do two things. First thing is I want to go to here. I want to set you to please make a sad miner. Can I get 5 of them? And you have a waypointer right here. The other thing I want to do is... Can I get one of those smelters, please? And put you right there. Because we need to start making silica. And if I just look at the recipe, it is silica sand, 3 of, equals 1 silicon. So we want to start smelting that. So I want to get this built. As soon as this is built, I can change over the recipe. I should be able to duplicate it a few times. And then we should be in a situation where... Can I get another rage? should be able to copy and paste a few times and at least start processing silica after we start mining it. Can I cancel that? I want you to do that recipe, negative, and that should set up the requests automatically. And then we can have 3 more of them right there. Also means trash pickup. The issue with trash pickup is it doesn't have anything in range anymore. So he doesn't have anything that he can see to go collect. Now, I can change him to store stuff here instead, which then sets a new home target for him. But that means this thing here, which only has 4 slots, will probably fill up. In saying that, it's in the network, so people are probably going to take stuff out of it, so it's probably going to work out for us. But, yeah, we might do that for a little while, see what happens. And do we have SAD miners? We do have SAD miners. So if I send a SAD miner over there and another SAD miner over there, they should... Yeah, we're chewing through the iron ore. This is one of the reasons we're expanding. They should start mining SAD. Can I get that there? That there. Power's at 2600, so we're good on power. So that means, can I go build? Can I get a rage and battery? And we'll just copy some of these instead, just to mix it up. Put one there, one there. We can throw one there. Can I get one here as well? And probably one there. All right, and we're going to put these guys up here, all 3 of them, and that way they can protect the plateau, because there are still bug hives up here. I don't think they'll attack, but I'm not really inclined to find out. Can I get this SAD miner up here? And we need to... Oh no, it's clear the go-tos because I gave them a command to move somewhere. And trash pickup will hopefully keep picking up trash. Hopefully also avoiding bugs. And we're now producing... Hopefully, we're producing silica. There we go. Silicon. Slowly. Very, very slowly. But at least it's up and running. At least it's up and running. It'll take us a little while to get scale our production. Iron ingots are fine, plates are fine, the reinforced plates are fine, the energized plates are getting there. We now have high... No, we don't have high density frames, do we? No, we don't have access to high density frames yet. That comes with this technology. No, this technology. This technology. Okay, this one that we're doing now is going to give us access to the better bots. Also wire, we'll talk about wire in the future. Can I... copy that building to there. That way we can start automating bigger and better lasers, definitely. Yep, and also wind turbines. That's going to be another one. High priority. And I've got circuit boards. It's just a matter of delivery. So we probably also need some more delivery bots. Yeah, probably a number of more delivery bots. And it looks like... Oh, all these guys are full of iron. Yeah, we probably need some more delivery bots. But they're going to be challenges that we can deal with in the next episode. Also gives me some time to put down a little bit more foundations. Because every single time I put them down, it makes the bots run 20% faster on the foundations, which sounds like a deal to me. And it's also a good spot for me to leave the episode. We should have this finished in the next episode, if not beforehand. And we should have a lot more foundation. But we've got a little bit more automation up and running. We've got a couple of bots going around doing things automatically. And our miners are now... well, pretty self-sufficient. They should just keep mining as long as they can see the next ore patch, which generally, well, they can, at least for now. In the future, maybe less so. Can you move out of the way? Out of the way. Yeah, automated. Not smart, just automated. Anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And remember, leave me a comment. Leave me a comment on what you'd like to see, well, in the behaviors next. We didn't cover the behaviors in this episode, but we're definitely going to get into it in the next episode. Probably with some more automated mining. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Gotta run. Thanks for watching. See you next one. Bye.